Hello and welcome to Wisdom Trek. This is Guthrie Chamberlain, and I am your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 7-day-a-week, 7 Minutes of Wisdom podcast. This is day 72 of our trek, and yesterday we learned that we can overcome negativity by filling our minds and lives with positive habits. Today we will learn that we can overcome fear when we choose to focus on love. We are recording from our podcast studios at Home 2 in Charlotte, North Carolina. We are back in the swing of our routine this week with a significant amount of client work on our plates, as well as meeting with a new potential client and getting to watch our grandson Kip for one day. Even when life is busy and hectic, we try to make sure that it is also rich and satisfying. As we set out on our trek for today, we are faced with choices. Do we take the trail of fear or the trail of love? We want to look at 12 reasons why you should always choose the trail of love over fear. Life is like an unpredictable whirlwind of activities, people, thoughts, and feelings. The trails of life are rough for everyone at some point, and it can be all too tempting to want to stay in camp and in our tents and to give in to the lies of fear. We are imagining the great obstacles ahead of us and think, I'm never going to make it. I will stumble and fall, so why should I even try? We are each given a chance to choose between two trails at various milestones and seasons in life, the trails of fear or love. The way to live a rich and satisfying life of freedom is through love, and today and tomorrow we will explore the 12 reasons why we should always choose love over fear. So let's get started. The first one is, love is a natural pathway that provides motivation to travel towards something that you can gain. If you're excited about an opportunity ahead of you, it shows that you recognize there is something to gain from it. This opportunity to gain, whether it is a new job, valuable business partnership, a new place to call home, or a romantic relationship, will be fully realized when we are acting through love. Embrace the sacrifices necessary to achieve your goal, and forget that fear was ever there. Vince Lombardi, the famous football coach, reminds us that in order to be successful, we must embrace the kind of hard work that we love. And he said, the price of success is hard work, dedication to the job at hand, and the determination that whether we win or lose, we have applied the best of ourselves to the task at hand. Our second reason to choose love over fear is if you truly love something or someone, you will continue working toward its success. Despite the appearance that some people have it all together, life's trek is not easy for anyone. The truth is, anyone who has established long-lasting success in life has had to continually fight for it until it arrived, and then they can continue on to fight for it after that. The exact same will be true of your story. Nothing that lasts comes easily, and nothing that is easy will last. Allow your love for your quest to keep you fueled as you encounter hardships and rigorous trails. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once remarked about the need to collectively continue working toward our success. He said, the human progress is neither automatic nor inevitable. Every step toward the goal of justice requires sacrifice, suffering, and struggle. The tireless exertion and passionate concern of dedicated individuals. Our third reason to choose love over fear is love requires sacrifice, and if you're willing to sacrifice for what you love, you will grow exponentially. When we find something that we love in life, it requires a sacrifice. If we look at the hiking analogy, reaching a magnificent summit, the people that hike with us, and the trails that we traverse in life are almost always the result of an intentional sacrifice. We need to give something up in order to get something greater. Henry Ford once said, one of the greatest discoveries a man can make, one of the great surprises, is to find that he can do what he was afraid that he couldn't do. So let the power of your love for your journey overtake any fear that claims you are incapable of making the necessary sacrifices. The fourth reason to choose love over fear, when you begin something great, it is because you fell in love with your project or the goal you are after. Keep this mindset in the forefront of all your actions. Our brains possess an incredible power that awakens when we strike out to succeed at something that we really love. When we're committed to achieving something we truly desire, it makes the work far simpler. It makes it like a leisurely walk on a wide and flat trail. We become so enticed by our goals and results that our internal drive finds a way to make it happen. All your goals exist for a reason and for a season. They motivate you with keen love for your work. The famous author Jack Canfield says, successful people maintain a positive focus in life no matter what is going on around them. They stay focused on their past successes rather than their past failures, and on the next action steps they need to take to get them closer to the fulfillment of their goals rather than all the other distractions that life presents to them. Let the fact that you fell in love with your project or goals guide you on to your next steps towards success. Our fifth reason for choosing love over fear is, biologically speaking, the human brain is more likely to respond to something positive than something negative. Choosing love will guide your brain positively. On a simple biological level, your brain responds with greater clarity and vision when thinking about something positive rather than something negative. This is why it is a fundamental human inclination to listen to people who agree with us rather than people who speak from a different point of view. Take a moment to reflect on how diving in headfirst into a project that you love will keep your brain focused on positive action. Speaking of action, Confucius offers some sage advice when you encounter some unexpected roadblocks toward your goals. He said, when it is obvious that your goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. It is better to keep your path flexible than to give in to fear or abandon it entirely. And our sixth reason for choosing love over fear is that fear will darken and cloud your path, but love will broaden and enlighten it. Embracing the fear toward your project or goal that you're wanting to achieve will only hamper your ability to move forward. Concentrating on love will show you that anything is possible if you care enough to make it happen. As Franklin D. Roosevelt would say, there is nothing to fear but fear itself. Don't let the fear have any place on your paths toward success. And even Jesus' closest friend, the Apostle John, puts it best when he describes perfect love that expels all fear in 1 John chapter 4, verses 16 through 19. And it reads like this: We know how much God loves us, and we have put our trust in His love. God's love, and all who live in love live in God, and God lives in them. And as we live in God, our love grows more perfect. So we will not be afraid of the day of judgment, but we can face Him with confidence because we live like Jesus here in this world. Such love has no fear because perfect love expels all fear. If we are afraid, it is for the fear of punishment, and this shows that we have not fully experienced His perfect love. We love each other because He loved us first. Well, that'll finish our podcast for today. Tomorrow we will look at reasons 7 through 12 of why we should choose love over fear. If you've missed any of our previous podcasts, please check out Wisdom Trek at iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spreaker, YouTube, or at wisdom-trek.com. Tomorrow we will continue why it is so important to choose love over fear, Part 2. So please join us at our camp tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, creating a legacy. And if you enjoy these daily doses of wisdom, these nuggets that we consume, I encourage each of you to take the time to invest in yourself in these 3 ways. First, invest with your time in improving Wisdom Trek by leaving us your name, email address, and a comment on our website so that we can provide you with wisdom and insight that best fits your needs. Secondly, invest in yourself by listening to your 7 minutes of wisdom through Wisdom Trek each day. And the easiest way to do this is to subscribe at iTunes or Stitcher so it's downloaded automatically to you. And third, invest in the lives of others by sharing with your family and friends, either in person or online, to join us on our Wisdom Trek. You can also help us out by leaving a rating at iTunes and Stitcher so we'll gain more exposure so others will find out about Wisdom Trek and join us. Our journal for this podcast can be found at wisdom-trek.com, where we also have pictures, tweetable quotes, wisdom nuggets, and free resources. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, your friend, as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. As we take this trek together, let us always live abundantly or fully, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and to create a great day every day. See you tomorrow.